Another match, another dominating performance for Syracuse men's soccer. Tonight, it was a 3-0 evisceration of Binghamton. The main story was that the Orange outshot the Bearcats 17-1. And the goals didn't come from who you might have expected. The first two were from defenders, Gabe McKenna and Josh Ballouz.
I think it's important that you have the ability to share some opportunities, and just width was where the space was tonight. So for both Pablo Pedregosa and Gabby McKenna, encouraging them to get forward, and it was one of those chances for the first one that Gabby McKenna scored on.
No, I mean, I had an opportunity in the first half in a similar scenario where Jonah had a similar ball coming across kind of behind me, so I saw the same opportunity here, and I obviously directed a bit more, and yeah, ended up in the back of the net, which is good.
So 2 matches, 2 wins against 2 quality opponents. Head coach Ian McIntyre stressed on and on and on this past week about how good of a coaching staff both Providence and tonight Binghamton have. Up next, though, the challenge gets even tougher. On Friday, SU heads down to Happy Valley for the first road game of the season against a Big Ten squad in Penn State. Reporting from the SU Soccer Stadium, Adam Gotkin, Citrus TV.
Syracuse needs to do later in this season. And we have our softball beat reporter Adam Gotkin, who's been hanging around writing game recaps all year. Now he gets to hop out of his dorm room, go down to SU softball stadium, and actually writes and get some game recaps in on camera. That's got to be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I've been stretching, getting ready, and I think it's time to start running.
If you're stretching and running, that means Adam is running the bases. Let's go.
2022 was a historic season for Syracuse softball. For the first time under head coach Shannon Gotkin, the team finished above 500 and the Cuse won an ACC tournament game. Coming into 2023, the team brought back almost all of its production. ERA leader Lindsey Hendricks and the team's top hitter Angel Hasso are both back. 6 other starters returned in the field. That gave the team a free pass to first base. In addition to the returners, the Orange had a historic recruiting class. Extra Innings Softball ranks this year's class as the 13th best in the nation. This class is headlined by Madison Knight, a 2A out of Maryland. Knight was named the Gatorade Player of the Year in both her junior and senior seasons. In addition to Knight, Ryan Starr, Jackie Pengel, Trinity Nichols, Lauren Vaughn, and the local star Kate DeRazio moved the team to second. Another one of these diaper dandies who I didn't even mention has been a huge part of the team's recent success. Madeline Lopez currently leads the squad in average and on-base percentage. Lopez wasn't even a starter at the beginning of the year, and last week she accumulated 6 hits over 5 games. On the season, she's been perfect in the field. The Texans' performance moves the Orange another 60 feet forward. So, what does Syracuse have to do to go all the way home? Well, the under 500 record is a bit deceiving. The Cuse has played the top 2 teams in the ACC already, Clemson and Florida State. Syracuse hasn't even played a home game yet. Last year, the Orange went 8-5 at Skytop Softball Stadium. Only one of SU's remaining ACC opponents is above 500 in conference play. The Cuse also play UAlbany, Cornell, Binghamton, and Colgate before the season ends. All beatable teams. Zach and Trey, I'll pitch it back to you.
And you have 14 transfers coming into the team this year. What was that process like? Because I'd imagine that's one of the larger transfer classes ever seen in the NCAA. Was that something that you guys planned coming in for the 2023 season? How did that kind of develop?
It's difficult, what do you do after you won a national championship? And one of the things in our recruiting class, we went so long, we were still kind of playing in December. So the ability for us to, and we knew that we'd lose some guys, but to lose that many in that window. 15 guys moved on from last year's team, 9 who competed in that championship game against Indiana. So we knew we had holes to fill, and we're excited by the experience. Transfer portal's an interesting dynamic. It's important you get the right caliber of character and the right fit. And a number of the guys that transferred in, we knew going in as they made the jump from high school into college, and we've obviously watched their success. And a number of them we actually played against during their 4 years. So we knew the group. We felt it was would complement the talent that we had coming back. And we've got to be patient. It is a very new group, but really enjoying the energy, the freshness. and the enthusiasm that the group is bringing.
And so many of these new players were named all-conference in their last teams and now come into a squad that has so many players at that caliber. What's that like just in the locker room with so many players who are used to getting 90 minutes a match to now some of them aren't?
Yeah, look, that's a challenge, but that's a wonderful challenge to have. I think any coach would embrace that, of having depth at positions, and